blue team is going to be Chaos. They're attacking first. They're taking on the defending Supremacy lineup. And well, we saw an interesting mix of new operators and old operators last time around. And remember, there is still that one shield rule. So, how do they choose to attack this?
Which is a good rule.
First time we've seen you here. Yeah, I'm proud of that one.
To be honest, I was very worried about the execution of Blackbeard into Season 2 until I got that one shield rule.
Yeah.
Still think he's a totally broken up.
Oh, he's still awfully broken.
It's awful, yeah.
But I feel like we've negated it quite well with that rule.
Yeah.
Or negated it as best we can with that rule.
And especially seeing a team like Sisu earlier this week, or last week, come in and run Blitz so effectively still. Just made it so it wasn't that constant, just up, yep, it's Blackbeard again. Every pick. He's already not a guaranteed pick.
Yeah, that's true. But I have heard that a lot of teams disagree with that Blitz run, so we'll see whether or not they continue to do it again or not. But as we wait for these two teams to load on in, it does look like we're getting a recruit shield at a Detol. However, that is not guaranteed, because we have seen quite a lot of Xbox squads run recruits on both attack and defense just to get a secondary weapon. We're assuming some teams will run, it's Vitality actually, that will run a recruit on defense just to get two 416s, two Jaeger weapons.
And the two ARs.
It could be very possible here that this second recruit could just be for a second Ash R4C, because there's not many other ways to get all of that. So we'll find out whether or not that is true as the defenses begin to get set up. So, Bibu currently setting up a couple of cameras downstairs before just reinforcing his way up onto the floors above. We've seen a few interesting new camera placements from various different teams throughout the course of the early weeks, and this is the first one I really like. Everyone is putting cameras up high. Everyone sees cameras, everyone's looking for them, they're putting them as high as they can, get best coverage, but everyone's looking for cameras up high. They all run in and look up top, and they kind of get easy to spot. That camera, far better hidden amongst all the debris and stuff, the crowded chair legs and things. Exactly. Can still give plenty of information. You don't need to see the guy's face to see where he's running.
And God, will you look stupid if you're running around staring at the floor looking for a camera and somebody kills you.
Yeah. So, Bibu sitting upstairs. This is one of those 3 roamer setups here from Supremacy. 2 on the top floor. 3, in fact. I literally just counted it. 3 on the top floor and 2 downstairs. Will Chaos figure this out and do something about it? Detol actually running AUG recruit. Church's grenade. I mean, could argue that yes, you get the AUG, which if he likes as a good gun is great, and gets the grenades, which IQ doesn't. Certainly an interesting idea, but I also do see here KSR pushing in through the back tunnel towards B, which is exactly what we said teams should and would be doing if they figure out that it is a 3-roamer setup. It is how you take control of the bomb site when there's nobody else, or rather when everybody else from the defending team is miles around the map. So we'll see if it works for him. Detol trades a couple of shots back and forth with Rook, but elsewhere the first kill has already gone over towards the attacking team. The substitute player, Zeeks, has taken down one. Bibu here traded a down for down with Zeeks as he tried to come in the second time over. Bibu down in the corner. Supremacy is still pushing forward, and Chaos grabs another one. Wine Gun picking up Zephyr, so all 3 roamers are dead, as well as the fact that everyone left downstairs now is being pressured from the backside, and suddenly it is a 5v3 in favor of Chaos. They make it look super, super easy. Atomic looking on the backside as Detol just sprints straight past him and runs for the Rook and picks up the kill on him. And Chaos are just, it feels like they're just completely outclassing Supremacy here.
Yeah, this doesn't seem very fair.
Oh, there's a small team kill, but every time someone ran into a room from Chaos, they won the fight.
Right. Yeah, that was, they just have far better gunplay that round. I mean, it is the first round. Plenty of time for Supremacy to get their act together, but that was an absolute slaughter.
It's rare you'll see a team split up that much for the attack and never lose a man.
Right. I mean, the only person they lost was a last-minute drop right in front of the line of sight of the final person alive. So I'd take the team kill too.
Yeah.
Like, look, bud, you're the one dropping. I'm already ready to shoot. He's the last guy up. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's all right. You drop it in front of my gun while I'm already shooting at the bad guy.
Right.
That's on.
Yeah.
So let's see whether the Supremacy defense
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
is as good or worse than their attack. We're about to find out because it did not go too well. They can only really go up from here.
And still no Blackbeard from either team.
No. Well, to be fair, this doesn't surprise us too much. I think we said this beforehand. Maybe not on stream, but a lot more kills on Xbox are body shots. They're center mass shots.
True.
There isn't the crosshair placement of head first for people coming around corners.
Right.
So he's not actually blocking that many bullets.
5 seconds left.
However,
Insertion.
it is worth noting that in the event of
Attackers recover the
peeking for those headshots, there
Attackers
is
must locate and
correction
defuse the bomb.
is much more difficult on Xbox versus PC.
Yeah.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
It is more of a who lines up that shot first when they pull the trigger rather than where they place their aim after the trigger's already pulled.
Right.
But the Chaos defense is currently running around with 2 players upstairs and 3 down, so a little bit more familiar to a lot of teams, but Zephyr is running in very, very quickly through the kitchen with an IQ of his own, but he's not running the AUG.
But again, we have seen that Xbox, in general, tends to favor the lower rate of fire ARs, as I think it's a little bit more forgiving. They can correct and adjust and still take people out with ease that way, whereas PC definitely prefers just sling as many bullets as possible, as quickly as possible.
Yeah, 2 players then in the meeting room have been droned out. Zephyr looking for the feet of Detol right next to this drone hole. Just about seeing one edge through. Sees one here, looking for the best shot possible. Has a couple, but it's nothing too. In fact, I don't think he hit a single one.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he definitely didn't. Detol's still there too. He wouldn't still be there if those shots had landed. Just a little bit cautious now. Sprints across the gap as the next drone comes out. Atomic was trading back and forth with the Jaeger that's in there with him, Zakes. As he comes from the garage, takes the camera out and ducks away just as Detol re-peeks. Back in the door, he's going to see him there. The shots rattle past. And that one will land. Good shot indeed, Detol. Atomic just kept dancing back and forth across the gap even when he knew it was coming. What a reaction! Detol taking Sangura and taking out Zephyr.
Detol, what are you doing?
Another one in the lobby, which he sees a little bit late, but all those shots miss. He misses a lot of his own this time around and will pay the price for it, but he's still down but not out. Rafe will come around the back end to take down Zeeks and then finally turn down and finish off.
At that point, though, the damage is done.
Definitely. 3v2. Minute on the clock, though. There's plenty of time for these 2 to play with. Diffuser is left safe and outside and will now be collected by Bibu.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Raphael.
Drone's ready.
Got to figure something out. They did drone a little bit. Now Bibu's going to drone some more. Raphael will breach this trapdoor, but ultimately with only 2 people on attack, you cannot really look down through it too well. It will be pretty easy for the defenders downstairs to hide from it. Also note the defenders downstairs have a shotgun, 2 shotguns and smoke charges. Ready and waiting to delay this push coming through, and here come out the smoke charges. They take 30 seconds total with all 3.
Right.
And with only 30 seconds left on the clock, could be all they need. So they're being sprayed onto the trap door and keeping them up there, but to be fair, it has given them a way in to start the plant.
10 seconds to go.
Plant will start going down, but Winegum sprints towards the planter. Does get down for his trouble, but now WizKid is there to finish him off. Will get downed himself, and he can't figure out where Ash is. TWBFC now realizes that he's gone upstairs. Rifle down 1 downed player, looking for the second, still trying to keep an eye on where this diffuse was going to come in from. Upstairs he heads, he's in the classroom through the hole. Will he see the feet? Doesn't see the feet. Looks to go down for the diffuser. Raphael has heard it, thinks it's fake. Waits just long enough and gets a free kill. Nice final finish off and plant coverage by Supremacy.
Became a lot. I mean, after those 3 initial headshots by Detol, I'm very surprised how close of a game that became.
So those 2 rounds there show to me that Chaos are a team that are immediately relying on individual skill.
Yes.
When they split up a lot in the first round, it's not great for teamwork, but they did win all their gunfights because they clearly can shoot very well. Detol clearly shoots very well.
Right.
Did just that. But the panic on TWBFC's face after his first two teammates get downed.
Absolutely.
No idea where that Ash was. Jumping about from trapdoor to stairs to trapdoor again. Not really there. The fact that 3 people didn't seem to have the best coordination going in, and the smokes, which allowed that plant to go down.
Right.
Just
all three smokes hitting the drop down to block their line of sight, but nothing stopping them from coming down the stairs into the #1 plant spot. I mean, they had nothing really to defend that. No real understanding, like, oh, they're just going to walk down the stairs and use our own smoke as cover and then plant in the spot everyone plants in.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely needs to be some work done there on the communication at the very least. We'll see whether or not it improves from round to round or if it's a more underlying problem.
10 seconds remaining.
But once again, Supremacy won't handle your defense. You've got 1 man heading on upstairs. A couple of others are still around. Yep, Tango coming up, Bibu coming up as well. So they are putting a lot of hope in the same strategy, which, to be fair, yes, we saw them split out and send some towards construction. But that is not what won them the round. It was just everyone dying everywhere. So
right.
I can see why Supremacy feeling confident enough to run the same thing again. Question is, did Chaos figure out what they needed to deal with it? They are, however, for the first time bringing us a Blackbeard. Let's watch him and see how they use him. Because to be fair, even on the PC when we saw him used before, which wasn't a surprise to us, he wasn't exactly utilized too well.
No, he hasn't really. I feel like he should be used almost similar to how one might try to use Glaz, right? And just as much horizontal gameplay as you can, longer range, sitting in windows, being one of the last players in. But instead, a lot of players are just kind of going around clearing rooms themselves, walking through big open spots on maps like Bank, and just kind of leaving themselves totally exposed from everywhere and not at all taking advantage of the small yet extremely overpowered shield.
Tangro's sitting there inside the armory, waiting and fighting up the drones. Bibu in the master bedroom. Fail still downstairs checking on cameras for him, and well, they have already lost 1 man on the attack. That's why now heading up these stairs. Knows there's one in the armory and will use his shield to be the man to peek it. A little bit held off by the barbed wire, so he's looking to try and deal with this. Straight into the smoke, and was that C4 as well? Yes, it was. Bibu C4 from inside the master bedroom, so that was some nice teamwork from Supremacy. Heard him in the barbed wire, smoked him to lock him in there a little bit more, and then quick C4 to finish him off. So down to 3 players are Chaos. They're looking for the plant. Raphael will peek out. They're not going to stop the plant just yet. They have down the thermite on the stairs. Down will come the next man as Thatcher, but he'll be finished off by a 2-mic. Wangum stands up finishing his plant, but it's not going to be enough. Can't land the shots as there's too many people firing in his direction. Raphael will get an easy defuse on. That's a Supremacy that are playing much tighter than they did last time around and were not allowing themselves to get picked off 1 by 1 by the very quick, aggressive Chaos push.
Which again, as you said, wasn't really a team coordinated push so much as it was just a fast push. We've seen a lot slower, by who was it last week? I can't make thoughts, but just a lot of teams that they spend a lot of time setting up, running the clock down, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, things like that, but then the push is flawlessly, everyone at the exact same time, whereas Chaos is kind of just in one at a time, sort of everyone's off doing their own thing, just hoping that, again, they'll get those raw individual drops on everybody, which did not work out for them this time like it did the first round.
No, Supremacy were ready for these quick, aggressive pushes and put them down.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Sending trauma pack here.
But now they have a chance to defend again. There is still a very real possibility that Supremacy just run away with this. Wouldn't be the biggest of surprises. They're the experienced team. They're the guys that have been here for a while. Lose the first round to sheer shock and surprise to then just get back in their stride and figure their opponents out.
Right, it's a new team.
We've seen crazier things happen.
It's a new team. They went straight in. It's not too surprising. It caught Supremacy completely off guard. But it obviously hasn't taken Supremacy very long to figure out that's what they're doing.
5 seconds to go.
So
Attackers recovered
last
the
time
bomb
around,
diffuser.
Chaos left
Attackers
2
are
people
moving out to locate
here
the
in the
bomb
attic in the meeting room. They're going to do a similar thing again. Detol watching the backside, Zeke doing the trapdoor above, and then we'll drop down. 3 other players left down in the basement. 2 shotguns and smoke. So Willigo is down to the wire as he did last time, because the players upstairs for Chaos did do a good job staying alive and making an impact, but the 3 downstairs just could not hold on to that lead they were given. Zephyr, as our second Blackbeard, begins the push in then from the same place he did last time around. Last time he was doing it on IQ, but realizing he doesn't need the speed this time because of the places that Chaos sit. He can take his time getting there and be in a much safer place doing so with a shield in hand. And now he sees those feet again. Detol exactly where he was before. A couple of shots from this beefy Mark 17 to the feet.
It's going to do a lot.
Not more than the AUG. Sangro's got a better idea though. It's going to grenade straight through the gap. Detol turns to run away, but the grenade didn't go through. Fell a little bit short. He's going to try and do the next one. No, change his mind. I don't know. They're really putting a lot into this, and Detol's picked up a Tumik while they waste time in it. Same place he did before from the garage door. Landed those rounds. Fail, edging forward, sees Detol's toe. Off they go. Takes him down low.
Just you said the amount of damage from 2 feet shot to the feet.
This is Thermite's gun there,
Isn't that
556.
Thermite's gun hits hard though.
It does, yes. I think that would have downed him if those 3 rounds were from the Blackbeard weapon, but yes.
Definitely.
Just the power of shooting those feet is still there, and it allows Bibu to clean him up from the back side of the meeting room. And now he's got to deal with Zeeks, who's very much pinned in the corner as the top floor is now well and truly under Supremacy control. Small saving grace for Chaos as they've taken 1 with them, but Zeeks will not take a second one with him, so Zephyr gets that kill nice and free, and it is now 4v3 downstairs. And as we talked about, these 3 had a tough time holding against 2 people last time Supremacy pushed. This time, there's 2 of them trying to defend against 4 as well. The push is going to come down hard and fast with only 45 seconds left on the clock. It is the time to make a move for Supremacy. Bibu is at the backside. Actually going to move right to the front instead of being that flank player. I think I'd like to see him go down construction, to be honest.
Yep.
When you've already got 3 people in the lobby.
They have the numbers to split 1 person and put that extra pressure.
And when that 1 person's Ash is exactly what she's made for. It's perfect.
Yep.
But not to say that this won't work either, so let's give him a shot for it. The diffuser is in Sledge's hands. He's right at the bottom of the stairs. Over he goes down into the corner for the plant spot. Raphael is now peeking around top of the stairs to cover him. TWBFC cannot see him at all and is now taking fire from the trapdoor above. The plant will be completed. They're looking at the backside. WizKid is there too, and they realize that there is not much they can do in towards the main entrance. So up the backside they go. Got a shotgun lead in the charge, so he's going to have to get very close to the meeting room if he wants to make any kind of impact, but Smoke is not going to last much longer. Now that he's back here trying to put pressure on the front side, WizKid's decided not to go backwards and see forward in. Let's get in the trapdoor, 1 quick shot. We're now head towards the front of the stairs and gets shut down very quickly and easily. TWBFC does get 1 kill with the C4, but then Sangro's there to shut him down, and I don't think that went any way other than what people were expecting.
Surprising, I mean, I can see some utility to Pulse, obviously, and he's become more and more popular lately. But on a map like this, I really think Frost is still, even though everyone knows the trap is going to be there, having those 2 traps in position to defend the basement, I think really it's a guaranteed audio cue that they're pushing in.
Yep.
Because you're going to hear them shoot at the floor.
Yeah, like those 2 got to the bottom of the stairs and they went 3, 2, 1, and go.
Right.
Instead of the fact that they got to the bottom of the stairs, then they'd had to stop, shoot the trap. You went, okay, now they're coming. Here's my 3, 2, 1 count.
You have to peek out pretty damn far to hit that trap on the right unless you waste a grenade on it. And that very much exposes you to the rest of the map. So you have to clear it once, then peek again, get rid of the trap, then rush forward and plant. Gives the defending team a lot of time to go, all right, well, they're on the stairs, they're making their move. You know it's going to be more than 1 person because 1 person's not going to run in and plant without somebody to give that cover fire so they can't get the angle on it.
And that 3 seconds that it takes them to shoot that trap and then reposition is the perfect opportunity for you to just throw a smoke towards the stairs.
Right.
And lock them up there for the next 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Which, when there's only 40 on the clock, would have been great for them. But instead, the smoke just sat on in there and couldn't really make a move until they were already planting, because that was his audio clue to, oh god, they're inside, the plant's down.
Right.
So, in we go then to the next Supremacy defense. It is going to be upstairs to the bedrooms. And, well, Bibu is switching out his shotgun here on Valkyrie for the MPX. In instead.
5 seconds to insertion.
Going to see our first couple of outside cameras here.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers
That's
are
off
moving
of
out to locate a bomb and
Bus
defuse it.
one goes. Upstairs for the next. One here in the master bedroom. It's a very common push forward, and again, nice low. I almost don't like that low one though, because most of his coverage is going to be covered by the
Yeah,
bed.
the bed's going to block a lot of angle there.
I would like to see it put on top of the bed though, like just put it on the pillows maybe. It covers the
Right,
whole room
nice
that
little
way. Yeah, just
Cover it in rose
treat it
petals.
like a chocolate mint or something.
Yeah.
You get in the hotel rooms.
Nice bottle of wine.
Hotel bottle of wine, sure.
Bottle of wine and a webcam. What's up? Let's get this started.
Supremacy then leaving 2 people down in the basement for their defense. 3 people upstairs holding A and B very tightly from the actual bomb sites themselves. Rafael has a nice rotate hole here though between these bedrooms to get in towards the small room. But he's going to be cut off from there pretty quickly as this thermocharge is going to go off. TWBFC, WizKid and Zeke's getting very quickly in through the attic tower. So let's take a look from their point of view as they begin to feel out the safety of running this way. No surprises here. Blackbeard is on the A master bedroom window. Big bedroom window, sorry. Because it is so damn huge and so incredibly powerful for controlling this top floor. And when you stick someone that's invincible like Blackbeard on it,
Yeah.
it's yours to
Pretty,
own.
pretty good window for Blackbeard.
Fail. One bomb. Shots coming across from B site by Tumik and Sangor. He's going to spray down low, and they will be very close for Tumik, but not quite landing them. That mattress is penetrable, but not at that angle, a little bit too low. The rest of his team are swarming the other end of the site. Again,
Oh, there's that
that's
angle.
the spot.
Yeah, there it is.
That'll do it. Tumik down, Death will pick it up, but Bibbo will immediately try to kill back onto Zeeks. The flankers then came up from the basement they were originally hiding. Nice spot here from Bibu. What previously looked like an uncontrolled armory end of that top floor is now in his hands. Oh, WizKid is right here next to the perfect spot from Zephyr. Flank from Bebu and Zephyr then has been fantastic, hiding right down in the basement, which wasn't droned or checked at all by Chaos, and has now given them perfect flanks onto either end of this top floor. And they are picking off easy kills. Bibu rotating down towards the back tower because the call for the diffuser has come out by Zephyr. He's gone right up to cover him on top. Bibu's going to cover from underneath. And they should have this on lockdown. They have lost Smoke, but he's over and inside the actual bomb site, so it's not a big deal, providing they keep this diffuser safe. Winegum is going to come for it. Detol, however, with TWBFC is focusing a little bit more on the actual bomb sites themselves. So if Winegum cannot get any kills here, which he can't, Chaos are basically down and out of this round. Bibu and Zephyr here on top of the diffuser. Yes, they just lost Doc inside the bomb sites, but TWBFC and Detol, who is down, have no chance of getting that diffuser back or getting those 2 kills. Good round, Supremacy once again, and to be fair, I mean, I said it at the start of the 3rd round, it's not too surprising to see the experienced team getting a quick loss under their belt and then bucking them into gear and turning it back on to be the team we expected to see.
Chaos has clearly shown they have the individual talent. They have some solid players just from spectating them for even these as few times as we have, but they do not have that cohesion yet, that teamwork, and they certainly plenty to learn.
Yeah.
They're sort of just kind of all over the place. They're not really covering the spots we expect people to cover on this map, and this is, again, like we said before, just such an overplayed map in the Pro League as it is.
Like, we did see a couple of pushes there from Chaos, so spots we were expected, right? We saw the Blackbeard at the A window, of course. We saw then the attic taking control and a couple of players pushing in from that direction. That's good, but they're not taking the time beforehand to drone the rest of the map. They're making those pushes instantly, then sitting there and trying to drone for the rest of the players.
Right, we saw
and then getting flanked because of it.
We saw all the aggression Supremacy put into just taking out Detol, which... Sure, at first it looks like, okay, they're wasting a lot of time and a lot of manpower and grenades and everything like that, but as soon as you get rid of the roamers, the rest of the push becomes very easy. Once you pinch the remaining defenders, you have better guns, you have stronger attacking power, obviously. You have flashbangs, smokes, frags.
You had Detol here in this corner.
Right.
And the rest of this downstairs top floor was completely clear. So they put all of their players in this area, killed him, which then exposes Zeke's up here for a free kill. So that's both roamers killed by putting all that pressure on Detol.
Yep.
Whereas you're seeing nothing like that coming out from Chaos.
Right.
For their attacks. They're just all going in, all right, the bomb sites are here, well, you go from this end, we go from this end, and we can hopefully get enough kills and come in. But
right, their positioning to take the bomb site is great, but they're forgetting that the first 2 minutes of this map is generally spent by most teams getting rid of the roamers.
Yeah.
Then set up, then go in.
So, as they're attacking that same bomb site again, this time Detol is on a slightly different operator, but playing the same similar location. Zeke's changed quite a lot from the meeting room to the kitchen because this is where the kitchen came, the push came from Supremacy many a time. But he's being droned. Now he's got to look to try and take out this kill. Once again, it is Blackbeard coming his way, so got to aim low. It's a nice pre-fire. A couple of shots around either corner. But he is very much pinned in a dead end now, and that drone is still hunting for him. Still unsure of exactly where Blackbeard is, but we'll get the drone finally. Gives him a little bit more freedom, but he chooses not to go too far. Detol is close by to him, but can't really help him because there's a solid brick wall between the two. He's trying to land a couple of shots on the guys out front, but can't do it. Here's Zeke taking a lot of damage through the wall from Blackbeard and will eventually be downed and finished off by the flank from Ash. And just like we saw before, Supremacy singling out a roamer, surrounding him, droning him, pincering him out, and dealing with him, and now Detol is in a scary spot. Has to run straight back to the big tower. To just go up instead of down. If Supremacy drone that he's done this, they can again pick him off on his own. I would like to see him just head straight towards the basement. We've already seen that his team, with those 3 remaining basement players left alive, have a real tough time defending against Supremacy's 1 minute to 45-second push. You going upstairs is separating you from that defense already. There's no harm in going down and joining them. Tumik finished droning, is going to finally make his way towards the building. Bibu checking out the rest of the meeting hall now that the backside is being covered by a Tumik. Detol finally comes down from the stairs, makes his position known by rattling shots off in front of a Tumik's face, but what a surprise, Bibu's there behind. And Detol goes down once more. It's 5 versus 3 at 45 seconds, and now Supremacy going to be feeling very comfortable about pushing here into this front A bomb site again. Feels like, as you mentioned, a lot of time spent on those Romans, but when you get those kills, it's very worth it. Rook at the bottom of the stairs, lands some shots onto Thermite, but it's not enough to finish him, and the blind will also land, puts him into a corner, and that gives Raphael a good, easy shot from on top. Tumik coming down the backside, takes down DWBFC, rather, and WizKid, the last man against 5. The single remaining hope for Chaos getting a single point on this map is hiding in the back. The diffuser has gone down. He's got to find 5 people. He finds the first one, does get the good kill. Looks for the next to come for him. Swings around to the right. Bibu is there, but Bibu's landing that shot first. And map number 1, just like that, is going to Supremacy.
Just like strong, quick, surprising push from Chaos, and then
They'll fadeaway shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, first round was definitely, as you mentioned, just sheer aggression and speed catching Supremacy off guard.
Right, Supremacy set up, they played it safe to start, so there's a new team, we have no idea what to expect, and they definitely did not expect Chaos to just say, here we are, real fast. And then quickly said, all right, so they push aggressive, and immediately solved that.
Yep, and when it came to their own attacks, they didn't let it put them off, didn't let it shake them up, they just went, all right, they like aggressive, we'll do our own thing. Find their roamers, signal their roamers, shut them down, and they did it very nicely. And even there, as I said, after getting Detol, after getting that first roamer, Detol's reposition didn't really go where needed. He upped the tower and tried to catch another guy off guard. It's like, no, just cut your losses, go back to your team and help defend that basement.
Exactly. Yep.
And again, he just dies for free without making any kind of impact. And once more, the 3 remaining players downstairs could do nothing. But we are going to now head on to map number 2, which is going to be Kanal. Here is Detol's fantastic shots from earlier on, which again looked really nice, but without the rest of the team played to go with it, one man is not a solid army, and they did end up losing that round despite it being 3v2. DWBFC finally finished off while mid-diffuse. But Kanal is another one where teamwork is kind of essential.
I think it's just very essential in this game, period.
I mean, it is, but like you look at maps like House
or
Hereford, you can get one player like Dettol just did there, going that big with all those shots, getting 3 or 4
and
kills,
hugely sway
and
the
that
direction
will
of the map. Right.
massively change the map. But a map of these sizes, Kanals and Oregon, even if you get those 3 kills, those last 2 players playing really well together will still decimate your opponents.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or decimate your team.
For sure.
So we'll see. It also requires a lot of funky magic with the likes of Thermite and Bandit, if we see that. Now, it's never really been a big deal for Xbox.
Right.
It is a more of a PC thing, but it can be pivotal towards this top floor bomb site in the servers of control that you're on your screen now. Yeah, that bottom left red hashed area can be controlled quite easily, but it is a common plant location if you can get in there with the Thermite, but getting in there is the tough job. So we will go right on into that. Kanal is coming up now. It is going to be Supremacy versus Chaos. Supremacy will be our blue side this time around. Chaos will start as orange. They're starting on defense, and as we mentioned, defense on Xbox is historically the stronger side.
Yep.
Not proving to be quite that so in this particular matchup, though. So we'll see whether the theme continues or if Chaos have a better job holding out here. But you also got to remember that Oregon was their map selection, so they are already not as confident on this map as they were on Oregon. They had first pick and they didn't choose this. So let's see where they go with it. The Supremacy attack, though, is forming in a very standard way as they did the last map. They're bringing that IQ instead of Blackbeard at the moment. That could still change the last 5 seconds. Frankly, I kind of like to see it change. There's a lot of windows that Blackbeard can abuse on this map.
This is a great map for Blackbeard.
Especially while
rooftops,
Chaos
are
running
windows.
top floor.
Right. Very surprised not to see him come out.
We'll see what their plan is. I mean, they may mean they're planning to stay inside for almost all of their attack, but that's quite ballsy, to be fair. To do such a thing on a map like this can be very tough.
Yeah.
It is, as we mentioned, a lot of windows, a lot of rooftops. For that reason, the indoor routes to the bomb sites are very small choke points. So you need that outside presence. But we'll see how they do it. They've also still got a lot of grenades in Sledge and Buck, both having them now, so they can make the most of those if they wish. And they are great for displacing people inside this A-B bomb site. There is a Bandit on Chaos's lineup, and I would like to think that if we're going to see a Bandit trick from Consoles, it may be these guys. Their aggressive playstyle, their fast, speedy attempts do in many ways remind me of PC players.
Yep.
There's also a lot of shoot first, aim down sight second, which is another kind of PC favoritism. That's what Dettol did to pick up so many of those kills.
Right.
Maybe that's what they're trying to learn and bring across, but we'll find out as the last 10 seconds of the phase unfolds. They also ran 2 roamers on Oregon. What are they doing here?
The diffuser. Attackers must locate
Does not look like he's going to try to plant, though. He's just throwing him down.
Yeah, just throws him down and runs to the back of the room. Nothing too crazy then. But floor below has Zeeks and Dettol again. They are the 2 roamers for this squad. Supremacy are currently droning and cleaning the red brick building with Bibu and drones in tow, and we'll quickly find out that this is empty. 3 drones clearing that for them, so that gives a hell of a lot of speed to deal with it.
It is nice to see, though, that because Thatcher has become far less of a standard pick than he used to be, you can actually get some effectiveness out of just placing down battery traps now.
That is true. Very much so. It's going to be a lot harder for Supremacy to deal with those batteries. They're going to be able to see them thanks to IQ, but shoot them is another deal. Bibu was going to go over that bridge, but the drones went over there and told him the smoke was waiting. He says, alright, I'm going to go straight out the window and take a different route. Definitely the smarter play, in my opinion. Have they, however, droned out the Jaeger yet? Jaeger was here in the maps room. He's waiting for the call. If I looked at the right, I believe. No, who was it? He's going in through that window, finds Jaeger straight away. Can he land the final shots? He can, and doesn't take too much damage for it. On the other side of the room, couldn't see who was it, Atumic? No, someone else came in through the other window as well, maybe even IQ, as they fought that out. As Bibu takes down Dettol coming from the model room as well. You also saw there that Atumic on Buck was firing him from a different angle. Knew he was going to come from that way after they grabbed that kill and they were ready for him, but good smart play by Winegum coming down the stairs with that shotgun to pick up a return kill, also very fast. Keeps them at 3v3. Zephyr now droning inside maps room as Raphael is upstairs. Wants to breach this wall, but now realizes he can't. Has to go through the doorway, and that's going to be really tough considering he knows there's a shotgun there. Now he's waiting for this. Ash charge goes off. That will open it up and hopefully kill off the battery charges for him, and it does. So Rafael gets to blow the wall open. Bibu coming up to join. Zephyr is on the window close by. They're still cautious of Bandit maybe being in there. And in a minute, we'll blow this. There we go. Blows the wall on open. 45 seconds on the clock, so they have to think about making a small move. Fuser is in hand of Ash. IQ tries to go in through the window, but TWBSC is ready and waiting for him. Plant is going down. Winegum's going to push outside and take a lot of damage onto Rafael as TWBSC shuts down the plant from inside, and that's a much better defense from Chaos.
But what we saw last game too, of course, was Supremacy waiting to find out how Chaos is going to play, and I think that Supremacy adapted to their gameplay far better than Chaos did the other way around. So it'll be interesting to see how the next attack round goes. But that was a solid defense. I feel like that's, while it's the best way into the bomb site, opening up that wall with thermite, it's also one of the worst choke points on the map for the attacking team if you don't have all your angles covered.
Yeah, I don't know why IQ decided to go in through the window at the back of servers. Why she didn't just break them open and watch through it? Having to breach inside just handed their kill to Bandit on a silver platter, really.
Exactly, yeah.
So we'll see whether or not they do something differently last time. Certainly an aggressive play from Supremacy. Once they cleared out that red brick building, they went very quickly around the rest of the map and did an okay job dealing with the roamers, but Chaos were in better spots this time around to trade those kills back and keep the numbers even, and that's why we ended up with a 3v3 final push. But it's now Supremacy chance to do the same thing. They aren't bringing a bandits, they don't care about even the preliminary batteries. They are, however, bringing in a Kapkan.
10 seconds left.
Not completely new or surprising on the console.
Right.
He is a very popular second 3 armor defender over Doc, because not a lot of teams successfully use Doc Revive, and a lot of players prefer Kapkan's SMG to the one that Doc is pulling. So we'll see how and if Rafael can be effective with this. Open up the top of that hole so he can walk through it without crouching for speed. Then we'll see. More importantly though, Chaos have done what we asked and brought that beard to the table. Bibu was found out though, trying to roam in this other building. Zephyr's also over here. Can these two be an impact? If they can't, this round could be over very, very quickly. Bibu cautious of that drone, and needs to be, because Death Toll's immediately there with a grenade to put him down. Does drop straight to the floor below. Zeeks is very close, but they're not quite sure where the body is. Comes in, the revive is already going off though. Will they realize he dropped in time? Death Toll picks up the kill on Sangrel. That's quite a range actually already. And he heads towards the drop. Shots coming up through the floor. Bibu didn't do too much damage at all really to Death Toll. Just tagged him a little way. I know he's downstairs. There's still a lot of them down. Ash is going to drop and hide from the shotgun. Will not do enough though. Takes Valkyrie, in fact doesn't take Valkyrie down at all. At 50% health is from the revive already.
I don't know if that was the best move for Ash to do there.
No, especially not with her team looking to come down the other way. At least wait for that to happen.
Right.
Chaos having a real issue dealing with these two roamers now then. Supremacy leaving the two here. WizKid is going to stay behind and try and deal with them while the rest of his team are pushing to the other building. TWBFC then getting a free plant off on the wall. Detto underneath. WizKid still waiting. Blackbeard has also gone to join them because this is his domain. Red dot sight though from this range is going to be impressive to land many shots. Bibu peeks his head up the stairs and is taken off by WizKid, and that's nice for them. They're going to peek back. I believe they also already detected Zephyr running across the map to get into the garage. So he is in safe. This is a 3v4. Rafael taking tags from TWBFC from outside. 50 seconds on the clock. They have to make the move. Nice shot from Jaeger. Peeks out the garage again and takes down Winegum. So that's not only Blackbeard gone, but it's the diffuser down in the exposed position. And Chaos once again. Communication's not great. TWBFC looks across to the top of the red brick building, thinking that's where Jaeger had come from. Not entirely sure where that Jaeger shot his teammate. We know it's in the garage. I'm sure Rafael and Atomic know it's in the garage. But TW is unsure. So looking to pick up the diffuser again and be cautious as he does so. Capcan Trap takes down WizKid. That's embarrassing.
That's not what you want.
15 seconds remaining.
Detol trying to make his way in towards where they want to plant. There's a lot of barbed wire there to keep him pinned. Rafael stands up and gets a double kill with ease as they're both stuck in the barbed wire. Chaos once again crumbling. They did a good job, I think, of dealing with those two roamers, bar the Ash.
Right.
The grenade was great downing him, forcing him downstairs was great. They cleared the room and knew it was there. They knew they must have both been downstairs.
Yep. Knew he had to come up those stairs.
Yeah, leaving that one player then there to cover it, picking up the kill on Bibu, great, and the other three are off to the other building doing work over there.
Exactly.
All wonderful. But what they were doing over that other building needed a lot of work.
Yes.
And Ash just suiciding down that trapdoor was just straight bad.
Right, that was definitely a waste of Ash. To know, I mean, if you had no idea that it was an auto shotty or didn't know they were down, sure, but knowing that it was Valkyrie, it's an auto shotgun, that he's back up, that means A, he was revived, so you know I believe they already had that.
Yeah,
they already drones Zephyr out. So I mean that was you had that height advantage, you had the time to wait for your teammate to get around and kind of pinch him, but instead just dropped straight down. I don't know if maybe she overstepped and it fell by accident.
Maybe, but
A little slip.
it's possible, I suppose. I mean, I don't know of any world where dropping on top of a shotgun sounds like a good idea.
No, especially a shotgun that has a nice big locker to strafe back and forth.
Yes. So, Chaos on defense again, this time in the map room and the kitchen, as it is downstairs. But, as is expected from a lot of teams, two players upstairs, reinforcing the trapdoors and then this little entranceway, because you can afford to, and it's a very important floor to hold, especially here above kitchen.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Because of how destructible this wooden floor is, and how much damage you can do into the kitchen bomb site if you were to break it open. On the attacking team, though, we are seeing Blackbeard come out again from Rafael. Running the hollow site. Shield on, yep. The rest of the team getting up to the building pretty damn quickly. Still looking for a lot. Now, we've seen some cool plays from people in this garage. There we go, they found the camera. Throwing grenades up, cooked to perfection to destroy the floor above them. And get a couple of cheeky downs or kills. That, however, requires some really on-point drone play from the whole Supremacy squad. You're going to go in, one through each window. No, you're not. TWBFC peeks from server and takes Sangor down. Fair, I'm not sure he figured out where that came from. We'll grab WizKid. Detol toes back with a Tumik, and Winegum picked up a kill, and suddenly Rafael is the last man standing. Does get a nice shot onto Winegum. Here's a man drop onto the stairs, gets him down too, and suddenly it's 1v2 and not looking so impossible. He could grab an ace here.
Great reaction time, holy crap.
Rafael.
Teases the plant. Waits for TW to try and peek around. It's not going to happen. Still out in the corridor, pre-fires a little bit. Looking for another... Oh no, going to drone first. TW...
I don't know if playing around on our iPhone's the best thing to do right now.
Ditto heard impatiently right against the wall, has no way in there himself. Trying to vault outside, but that's not going to work. TW going into the kitchen. Here comes the plant.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Ditto's heard it. He's going to come through this door. TW's going to come through kitchen, and actually Rafael is in a great spot to cover them both. Backs away a little bit. This table is deceptively impenetrable. Sees the first one come in, misses a lot of important shots. Will grab the second one, stands up and gets the third. Rafael with his impenetrable face.
Although to be fair, his first 3 kills wouldn't have mattered what he was doing or what he was using.
Really good
just
positioning.
3 drops, 3 great positions, and 3 astounding reaction times on those players.
Yeah, and that was really smart play. Missing the first couple of shots on Bandit would have stung a little bit to your pride, but keeping a cool head, switching over to Smoke, who was open and exposed completely from where he was coming from, which you also read very well that he was going to come from that way, dropping him down, then letting Bandit stand up and expose himself again, then finishing him off. Perfect.
Oh yeah, it's one of the few times that we've seen Blackbeard push so aggressively and do it flawlessly.
Very, very nicely done to him. And well, right out there in front.
8-1.
To make it worth. Keeping his team on that roll. 2 rounds to 1. favor then of Supremacy. Showing that, yeah, we have some fantastic skill too, boys.
Yep.
We're pretty good solo players too. So, back onto attack for Chaos. Now, they didn't have a wonderful time attacking last time, and, well, they switched up their roster slightly because of it, bringing a Twitch to the table now. We'll see how well they choose and can use that in just a moment, because the defensive lineup has brought a Frost to the table, which I kind of really like on this bomb site.
Yes.
Can completely cover the kitchen here like Atomic is doing in traps, and it gives a little bit of safety and early warning to this bomb site, because it's not so great for people to play inside of because of the as aforementioned top floor.
Right.
So while it's rare that you will actually hit someone in it, hearing them shoot them is a good idea and good time to rotate around and deal with them. But we'll see. They've also got a Blackbeard to deal with themselves. Bibu once again switching up to the MPX when defending this bomb site.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Again, this map, it does have its good little corners and great places for shotguns, but ultimately is a lot of pretty big open rooms and a lot of window fights and roof fights, things like that, where it definitely doesn't hurt to have a gun like the MPX.
Frost running her Super 90 still, which is another reason why she can safely swap to the MPX. You still have that shotgun in tow. A lot of players from Chaos then pushing from construction. Detol and WizKid though are still on the other side from Red Brick Building. We'll now push in. Zephyr here in the basement, just seen by Zeeks as he runs away from that drone. Thinking about coming up into the back of the loading dock, but Zephyr has just run right away. Not going to risk anything too dangerous there. She takes out the drone now.
Taking the Stars and Stripes again in the EU Pro League. On Ash.
I'd say that was completely black wheel.
No, Ash. Yeah. There it is. America. 6.
Detol up on the floor above. WizKid now coming to join Winegum in the basement. Bringing their own Blackbeard in through downstairs. Atomic starting off with a pistol because of the range he wants to fire down at this angle on. Pistol Blackbeard. I'll probably break.
We'll just shut down, walk away.
I'll just get up and leave. Here comes the Blackbeard.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Careful. Turned out the Frost. Zeke's here though is putting enough pressure on it that now she feels the need to leave, and well, Blackbeard lives to fight another day. He's coming up the bottom stairs now. Raphael is sort of lining up Winegum in his crosshairs. Whether he knows it or not, we'll wait and see. Checks on his cameras very, very quickly and turns them off again as he realizes actually that was a really dangerous place to do that. And has a nosy at the bridge. Yeah, through the door, rattles a couple of shots off Winegum's shield. Very cautious about peeking it again. Now down in the kitchen, Sangirl is holding firm as he hears a player out there to his left. Zephyr is on the other roof looking for something. Detol grabbing one kill though. Will be onto Bibu as he rushes in upstairs. Now he's going to come in, get around behind Atomic and get a top of the shotgun after Atomic takes down Zeeks. From the other building though, Zephyr didn't catch anyone until now. He's coming down and across the bridge. WizKid does not realize he's here. He will land those kills because of it. Raphael has also traded out to Winegum, so the Blackbeard shield not helping him out too much. So it's all on Detol and TWBFC. TWBFC right next to the kitchen in the corridor.
15 seconds to go.
Found Zephyr, knows he's there, and he's landing some shots, but not enough. He's got to get inside because he's the man with the diffuser. Now the diffuser's down. Detol's in a dangerous spot. Drops behind, and, well, he's going for a quick shot. Gets pistoled down by Zephyr, who played it nicely, sprinting away from him, staying alive, not needing to take the fight more aggressively until he realizes, boom, I can go for a cheeky knife. And there's not enough time left. It's nice to see that a player is like, all right, run away, stay alive, keep it 3v1, don't need to take this fight when I'm in a bad spot. That takes priority over the, oh, it's only 10 seconds left, I can mess around. After he runs away to safety, he goes, okay, actually, I can do it.
Right.
So, definitely got his mind in the right place, and Supremacy grab another round for it. 3 rounds to 1. Chaos still looking to find these openings. They can track players, they can find them nicely. They just don't know how to pin them in. Notice how they found Zephyr in the basement there.
Yep.
They chased him up to the model room, but then there were 3 people in the garage.
Right, they don't have like a solid execution to actually take out the players they're finding.
Yeah, there was nobody around him. There was nobody there to catch him as he ran away. There was nobody ready to pick up his next spot. It's just all three in the garage going, well, maybe he'll re-pick all of us. No, that's not how it's going to work. So, it's time for attempt number 2 at defending this top floor for Chaos.
I think a lot of that would come down to just getting that tighter team-based drone play as opposed to, you know, the long, drawn-out drone it for yourself. Oh, there he is. Let's follow him around. Instead of, you know, having players that are nearby the drone, working with the drone, and one player guiding them.
Looking to defend the floor above again. Something that I've noted and is interesting is that PC puts a lot of play on these 2 windows.
Yeah.
Xbox is kind of negated and just ignored them. Yes, there's barbed wire here, but we never really see attackers look into them. Nor defenders worry too much more about defending them. Last round we had Frost didn't go anywhere near them.
Right, and there, I mean, if you look at the angle that's opened up, because most defenders do open up between A and B, so you have that window that crosses through B into A that we're looking at right now through Atomic, that Blackbeard sitting on can now have a line of sight for a lot of defender movement between the bomb sites. And then playing that other window that is perpendicular to it is just a great spot for a player like Ash or somebody that can move fast and make quick peeks. And now you essentially have B completely locked down just from those 2 windows. And you're very well defended as the attackers by camping those 2 windows as well.
So, fail. Just watching that spot for now. Not sure what he's expecting to see there, but waiting for the rest of his team to close in nonetheless. And closing in they do. Atomic is outside on those windows we were just talking about with his drone now sitting inside it, watching the corridor for him. Going to come up towards the windows. He sees that drone jump up and clear it out. But now Atomic knows he's very close and pinned into that right corner. If he shoots his feet, he might grab something lucky here. And he's going to go with, this is the better plan. Grenades in because very too soon, and actually doesn't come inside. Stays out, and it gives Wangum a chance to sprint away. Now Wangum's fighting Rafael, but Rafael has got a shield in front of his face and just laughs it off. Sanguro takes down Wangum eventually, but Zeeks is getting a double as he comes in through the doorway, and a nice shot from somewhere.
Oh, he ran outside.
From Detto taking it out. That's a nice peek from Garage and some finally teamwork from Chaos.
Yep. Blackbeard's outside.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Wangum's fighting inside, and so Zeeks runs the corridor and takes 2 kills from the doorway, even though Wangum's dead.
Yep.
Detto comes downstairs out the garage, shoots Blackbeard in the side of the head, all in the very quick window of they're pushing B.
Right.
Everyone just in the right place knowing what they needed to do, and they might have just won themselves around because of it.
Yeah, I'll take any defending team is worth, or any defending player is worth the Blackbeard trade, I think, for sure. Especially on this map.
Yeah, definitely.
A bomb has been located.
So TWBFC is in the connector. Zephyr knows Zeeks is just around this corner. Tries to break open a window and misses the hole. Zeeks sprays it because of it. Gets a quick headshot. All right.
There it is.
There it is. Round number 2 for Chaos on the board.
An anticlimactic looking kill cam.
Yeah.
Why is he shooting the window?
Shoot drone, shoot window. Rounded. So, can they keep it up?
Chaos definitely playing a lot tighter this round, and definitely a lot more coordination that last round than we've seen from them so far.
Yeah, definitely that. 3 players holding off against 4 because of quick decision making, good positioning, and finally some good communication.
Attackers need to locate and
So.
defuse bombs.
Time for Supremacy to defend this top floor again. They did it last time around with ease by actually putting most of their players in the other building. Can they continue it again, or more importantly, will Chaos have a better plan for dealing with it? If they do, how do Supremacy deal with it?
We've seen Chaos have trouble taking care of the roamers, and if you get that roamer in that brick building and able to play that top floor to just step out and peek, that can decimate teams that aren't paying attention to it.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Once they start sitting on that, the typical wall that Thermite always opens.
Bibu back to running his shotgun.
Attackers objective
Exactly
is
what
to
he did
locate
last
a
time
bomb
and sent
and
to the other
defuse it.
building. They're also running the cap can again, which suggests he's going to stay in and close to the objectives, and that is what is true to happen. Zephyr then with Bibu in this other building. It's cautious. They wait. Setting up again. Cameras in place. Trap door is open. Bibu is cautiously waiting above it.
He's gonna get that Wandig
Looking
right out the
for
window.
Juan D.
That Juan D.
Dude on the other building.
Trust in Juan.
Choose to head back over to the other building, as that was enough frolicking about over there.
Bomb
And then we
located
wait.
by attackers.
Chaos are hunting them. They're looking for it with drones. It's a good rotate back, by the way, from Supremacy, as the call came out from the rest of their team that they were pushing this side instead. And well, Zeke's missed a lot of shots and got himself pinned in the corner, sprints in to try and chase down the smoke, but Bibu was there to help him out, and it is a quick kill in the way of Supremacy. Miskid still outside, TWBFC and his drone. Wangum also outside, just trying to fire in through a couple of very small angles. Does just about see Atomic and knows he's there, so he's spraying towards it. Detto cautious of that window behind him, even though it's where Valkyrie was ages ago. He does not know that. Repelled to try and make the noise to bait her out. It is not going to happen. Miskid droning out from floor level. TWBFC finally off his drone coming from construction. And Wangum right outside the B window, looking for the man inside. Looking for something to make it work. But Bibu will find the kill first, and he takes down WizKid before Dettel does return the favor and Raphael. But it is still 3v4. Tumik in connector gets another shot under Wine Gun because he doesn't have to peek far enough for Dettel to see him. Now he's going to peek around the other way looking for Dettel. No, he's looking in a completely far direction. Dettel's finally been spotted with a good flick onto the head of Sangro, but Tumik can flick back. TWBFC taking it down at Tumik, and it is now 2v1. Planting down behind the desks at the back, and it will go through. Bibu is quite a way away right now.
Attackers are activating the bomb.
Zephyr, though, watching through from the connector. You know TWBFC is right there. Bibu cannot get close without Zephyr being ready for it. The shotgun does not have the range for this. Just lining this up. He is holding the gap into connector. Zephyr steps out into it, and he misses all the shots he had. Zephyr will punish him for it on his own. Bibu didn't really need to do a whole lot there. It was a great spot for TWBFC to be in, to be fair.
Yep.
They were going to peek at the same time, and he was completely safe from the shotgun for the whole thing. Could have easily got the kill on Zephyr before he then stands up and takes down Bibu, but just whiffed the important kill shot.
Oh yeah, if there was ever a time to win a 1v2 on attack, behind that desk is not a bad place to do it. But just couldn't find his head.
So once again, Supremacy are on map point. They did, of course, remember, finish number 3 last season. And they are showing it now. And it was also a very close number 3. Because those final second place spot was decided in the last week of games. As Chaos switch up their defense now. Having successfully held the top floor finally, they're going down towards the kitchen trap projector room again. Bringing no rook to the table. First time we've seen this from Xbox teams all season. Something which we thought we drummed out of them and got them back in. But, I mean, right now when you are fighting for your life, maybe it is time to try something special.
Right.
Attackers need to
Or it
locate
could
and
just be
defuse
that
the bomb.
something special for them. So, let's see how the setup goes. Again, of course, you gotta hit the top floor. Reinforce the traps, reinforce this little thermite cubby, whatever you want to call it.
The thermite cubby.
Yeah. It's not a good name, I know, but
Attackers have located a bomb.
not one syllable. It's not quick enough for you.
I don't know if anyone has named that anything. Like that little platform there. Tarp. I'd call it tarp.
I mean, yeah.
I like it. The outside
10
part.
seconds
Like
left
if you're a
before
defending
insertion.
team and calling out that the attacking
Yeah,
team's
this-
hanging
yeah,
out
this
there.
bit would be
Tarp.
tarp.
Yeah.
5 seconds to go.
What about inside?
I don't know.
Attackers have recovered their
Tools.
diffuser.
Tools. Yeah,
Attackers are
tools would
moving
work.
to defuse the bomb.
Anything like that.
Tools is there. Still do.
Quick,
That is now Tools and Top.
Tools
Enjoy
and
it.
Tarp.
Enjoy it. Community.
There it is. You're welcome. Those are on us. Since the teams won't do it.
Welcome to the Pro League. Alright, A&B defense then from Chaos setup. Wine Gum, WizKid and Detto staying pretty damn close to the bomb site, but upstairs is TWBFC and Zeeks. A couple of these guys have been big on those opening early kills in the previous rounds. Can they continue to do it again? Because with only 30 seconds already gone, Supremacy is starting to get pretty damn close to the building. Bibu clearing the red brick first with the drones there to help him out. Zephyr clearing the basement, and he's actually switched it up to bring himself an ACOG. So the two different Blackbeard players, Raphael and Zephyr, running different sites for their personal preference. Or is it just because Zephyr's about to go and play it in a different place? We saw a very internal push from Raphael. Get off of that window pretty quickly and played a lot of the game inside. Are you, Zephyr, going to play a lot more of it from the outside? We'll find out. Up to the roof he goes, TWBFC. Could have seen him as he went that way, but was on the cameras the entire time. Now getting shot from the red brick roof himself. Back onto his drone he goes. Tumic outside the server room window.
Hey, Blackbeard, how you doing?
Joined by Blackbeard.
Hello.
This is exactly where we wanted to see him. Zeeks at the back of the room. Tumic is firing in that direction. Zeeks will win that fight, though. He actually gets Bibu, who's on the inside. Now Zeeks is going to peek that window, and yep, Zephyr says nope. And Blackbeard. But TWBFC taking out Sangra as well, so they have lost 2 players to try and take out these Romans, and so far they've only grabbed 1. Tumic is pretty low, he's going to come in through the connector, and TW take him out. WizKid is flanked from behind, taking down Raphael, and Zephyr is the last man standing, needs another Blackbeard ace. Raphael's already got one, it's his turn now. He's going to push aggressively onto Bandit and get him. I like this from Chaos. The other guys did not try and rush up behind him on the stairs until, oh god, until now. Could just wait as a group. Now they get the call back, and, well, he takes a tag, but no frag.
He gets in there and plants... Oh, sorry. We're on the wrong bomb sites. Hello. Hey, he's not in such a good position after all.
He's still got 38 seconds, which is not a lot of time.
1 floor up. That's fine. We'll get down there.
Down he goes. He's got to crack open a window and get inside. He's going to do it with the breach. Can he make his way in nice and quick? Here we go. In he comes. Pulse is on his left. He doesn't even see it. And WizKid shotguns down the Pulse, the Blackbeard with Pulse to give round number 7 to Chaos.
That's about as case in point of the disadvantage to the ACOG as you could possibly have right there. Getting in and scoping without at all looking around to his left or right just eliminates all of his field of view there and totally throws any shot of him possibly seeing anybody.
Yeah, very nicely done. Once again, I mean, this time around the Chaos Roamers were doing a better job themselves of taking all the fights 1v1. They knew that they were going to be singled out. They knew people were going to hunt for them.
Right, if they waited, it was going to be a 3v1, 2v1, but instead they said, okay, here you are, I'm going to push you.
Yep. That, and I mean, the Bandit at the end there, so, all right, Blackbeard's coming from the hallway, well, I just go prone behind here, no chance of him seeing me, and I will take this 1v1 with Buck, and bang, Buck's a free kill because you haven't got a shield in front of your face.
Right.
Oh, nicely done by him, and Zeke's doing the same thing. Sat there in B, he's like, well, you're going to push me from the different windows when I sit here and take this one down. All right, I've got you. Now I do have to reposition, but oh, you're Blackbeard. But yes, still doing a good job there, and with a quick flank up from behind, the shotgun helped them out as well.
Yep.
Before running away to safety. But it is now their chance to attack again. If they win this, they will force overtime here on Kanal. They're definitely doing a better job of defending this particular site than they were in Oregon. It is certainly lending themselves more to their faster, more rapid style of play. Once they start to reach this building, it is much easier to be quick and rotate and backing your teammates up here than it is on Oregon, where it is more about the pre-planning from the different spawns and the different locations from heading around. Because here you can all come in the same direction, and as soon as you locate someone, just split off a little way and pin them. Whereas Oregon, you got to all start in different
5 seconds to insertion.
Supremacy, they do not seem too phased. On to defense once again they go. Bibu is back to bringing this shotgun to the table. Tumic's also got his.
So violent to the radios in this game.
I mean, this should be turned off when music is turned off in the menu. In my Zephyr taking another quick drone in the basement means he's got to run away from here briefly. Remember, this is where they tried to pin him down last time around, and he just sprinted away and away and away. Did a good job of staying alive. Going to hopefully try and do the same thing again.
I found one first floor.
Ash just sprinting past that way, man. He's actually got inside. Might catch him by surprise here. Zeke's right down the corner. They see each other. He's going to try and prone peek back into it. Zeke's down very, very low. Neither of them land any shots. And he decides that is not a risk he wants to take again. The drone just starting to come up the stairs. Zeke's going to come up close behind them. Peeks over the edge just as Zeke looks away. Now he's going to rush down onto it. He's actually hitting the drone more and does get out again without too much damage. EMP comes up, watches the bridge. Zeke is pushing up behind him, but again, he's also very cautious. More drones coming up. They're in a bit of a panic at the moment. But thankfully for him, he's pushed Chaos right back into running away themselves.
I feel like he got very lucky pushing that first drone that he shot. That Ash didn't peek back out again and finish him off.
Yep. Now he's going to head up to the roof of the red brick building. TWBFC is actually up there with the diffuser. If he can get out here and get this kill, he's going to be in a very nice
waste a lot
spot.
of time.
He's not so sure about it. Instead, he's going to open the windows underneath and look for people that are rappelling. There are none. That window. Ash is, however, inside. Looks for the roof above. Still none. I think actually Buck was there on the floor of the garage.
Yep, looks like it.
Couldn't see him. Now he's looking to come up top. Checks for feet. Nothing there. If he opens this door and goes out to the right, he'll find that thermite. But he's still playing it much safer. Come on, look down into the garage. Missed it again. Your gun's hitting it. Zeke's pick up the first kill around then as he rushes in upstairs to the server desks. Let's grab Bibu, but remember the bomb site's the floor below, so 50 seconds. And yes, they can grab kills up here, but they're going to make it work. Frost around the corner with a shotgun will put Zeke down. Zephyr has picked up the kill onto Death elsewhere as he tries to come back across.
I appreciate that reminder on the bomb site location, in case I messed it up again.
Thermite going in above then, so they're starting to bring him across with the diffuser. Sangor hiding hard in B. Tumik upstairs still hasn't finished Ash off. Just leaving her in the corner. WizKid coming out from downstairs and dodges just about the shots from Zephyr. Comes up to grenade him again. Forces him to run away while Winegum has taken down Sangor before Raphael trade him out. Switches to the shotgun and misses way too many shots. Gives Zephyr another kill. On the stairs, Tumik finds the final one. TWBFC trying to come down. Meets his demise to this Super 90. Jumping over his head, landing into his crosshairs actually. And that is map number 2.